TPS status was always meant to be temporary.
ICE is preparing to deport thousands of Haitian immigrants as their temporary protection status expires.
As I record this, unless there's another last-minute extension, TPS-based work authorization for 350,000 plus Haitians is going to end today, July 27th.
The agency is planning to ramp up operations to target, identify, arrest, and deport Haitian immigrants as soon as this week. And the plan here in Ohio is to send them directly back to Haiti after arresting them. This as a Supreme Court order takes effect today.
Donald Trump has put more than 300,000 Haitians in the U.S. on notice. They're losing their right to stay in the country. Here's what's going on. On Friday, Haitians are set to lose their work permits. On Monday, deportations could start. That's when a U.S. Supreme Court ruling takes effect, allowing Trump to terminate a program that has let Haitians live and work in the U.S. since 2010. I'm in Springfield, Ohio. This small city became infamous overnight when Donald Trump made this false claim about the Haitian community here.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in, they're eating the cats.
That unwanted notoriety has Haitians here feeling particularly vulnerable to possible immigration raids.
Panicking and anxious and a bit hopeless too.
This is Vilez Dorsonville. He runs the Haitian Support Center in Springfield. He says some Haitians have told him they're considering trying to escape to Canada.
It's a time to act with wisdom and try to be calm, because taking quick decisions sometimes puts you in more danger.
There's another danger confronting Haitians, the risks from being sent back to their home country. The U.S. State Department says Haiti is not safe for Americans to even visit. Criminal gangs control most of the capital and target ordinary Haitians for kidnapping and murder.
I've been escaped twice from kidnapping.
What I've heard from Haitians here in Springfield is that they're fearful of what comes next.
No one is safe here in the state of America as an immigrant, because you don't know the next step they are going to take.
We will be more vulnerable to be picked up and detained and be deported.
It's unclear how Trump's claim of targeting the worst criminals for deportation fits with canceling temporary protected status for all Haitians.
If you do commit a crime, you lose your TPS, right? That was the deal Congress struck. I mean, from a government perspective, they work, they all have jobs, they keep their noses clean crime-wise. I mean, there's a reason that the business community in Springfield and elsewhere wants them there.
I've been making videos talking about the deportation of Haitians, but I was not expecting this deportation to start today. I was shocked to wake up and start listening to news and heard that ICE has made a decision of starting to deport Haitians today. Today, as I'm speaking, your Haitians, wherever you are in the USA, ICE has made a decision of starting to raid you, detain you, and then deport you back to Haiti. So I know y'all are afraid, I know y'all are frustrated, but this is the reality, and this is gonna happen today. Many of y'all Haitians protested. You wrote letters begging the US Migration Department to stop this deportation program. But I'm sorry to tell you that you're gonna be deported. And I want you just to watch these other clips of people talking about the deportation of Haitians. I will come back at the end and give you my own commentaries. If you find this one interesting, support us by clicking on the like button. Let's get into it.
I'm Major League, and I'll give you 3 things about it. Thing number 1, ICE plans to arrest and deport hundreds of thousands of Haitian immigrants as the Supreme Court lets their temporary protection status expire. This is expected to affect hundreds of thousands of Haitian immigrants who have been living in the U.S. for years. They have been granted protection status because of the ongoing crises in Haiti. Gang violence, a collapsed government, and lingering earthquake damage. NPR is reporting that families are bracing for separation as the status lapses in the next few days. This is all part of the broader pattern of attack by the Trump administration on all immigrant communities over the last couple of years. Thing number 2. Temporary protection status exists specifically because it's not safe for these people to send them back to their country of origin. Ending TPS doesn't change the position on the ground in Haiti. It just changes who's protecting them. This just isn't about Haiti. It's part of a broader push to strip protected statuses nationality by nationality. Thing number 2, let's not forget that immigration enforcement and deportation is a for-profit industry. Private prison operators like Geo Group and Core Civic hold ICE contracts, and they get paid per detainee, per bed, per day. Politically, this plays as tough on immigration, but the underbelly of capitalist corruption cannot be ignored. Removing Haitian people from hospitals, job sites, and warehouses don't create opportunities for other people. It opens a labor gap employers can use to suppress wages, all the while feeding new detention centers. Thing number 3, it's by no accident that this whole process is beginning with countries that are predominantly black. First, they come for the brown people, and then they come for everyone else. Pay attention to how this whole situation evolves, because there is a broader pattern afoot aimed at ending temporary protection status across the board.
I hate having to differentiate between my people because when Haitians got over here, they thought they was all that, honey. Talking about Americans ain't got no culture. Y'all did it out of baby. Let me tell you something. Don't cry now because your ass was over here on the TPS. That means it was temporary. I don't know why you come over here and build a family. Why you have babies over here and stuff. Think you're going to be over here forever when the paper told you clearly that it was temporary. That one day you going to... Just because it was a little clause that said that you had a baby that here, it might be a United States citizen, but when you go back home with your mama, she still got to go back to Haiti, okay? Whether that's separate families or not. So that's the chance you take when you come over here temporary like that and then lay down and put roots down like it's a permanent. So I'm kind of mad about it because y'all had too much to say about American people.
I can't do Americans. I need somebody with culture. I'm sorry.
Whatever. You Americans, just y'all non-cultured ass. Y'all don't even say nothing. Go eat.
Dirty black American?
Wait, what?
Huh? I did. A dirty black American. I sure did. Because that's what y'all are.
My flag. I don't like this. Like, why are you telling me I have to do this because I'm black when it's been already pointed out that I'm Haitian? Why do I now have to submit to this idea of being black? That makes absolutely no sense to me. And that's what you don't get. A lot of people are...
Black Americans came here on a slave boat for slavery in America. You know, when you black them back on that slave boat to Africa and go look for which country in Africa you came from.
What kills me is y'all got y'all bald-headed ass over here. No clean drinking water, no bathing water, no food, running from a refugee-looking ass over here and then became better than us. See, that's what you get. Yeah, you bitch that come and got them quick wheels and then the nigga got his first pair of Jordans, all that. Then you thought you was born in the USA.
Hello, President Trump. I'm Haitian. You know what I'm saying? You need fucking move your shit, ambassador in Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Haitian, I don't pray. I don't have problem. Whatever Haitian want to go Haiti, you need move your shit, ambassador in Haiti. Fuck you, bitch.
Do they have IHOP in Haiti? I don't think they got IHOP in Haiti, do they? Haitians, I don't know why you making me do this. What's up?
Temporary protected status for Haiti has been terminated. And this is really going to affect the most populated Haitian areas, which include Florida, New York, and Ohio. We can expect to see a large DHS presence in these 3 locations looking for Haitians that are still in the United States or that may still be working past today that are no longer authorized to work. TPS for Haiti was initially started back in 2010 after they suffered that devastating earthquake, and it has been extended over periods of time. And while a lot of people may say, well, you had 15, 16 years to fix your papers and you didn't, those are the people that clearly know nothing about immigration law and are just spewing out hate and misinformation. We can expect this termination to have an impact on areas of employment such as healthcare and hospitality, where a lot of Haitians on TPS do work at. Now, there is a lawsuit that is going on, and while you may say, well, what's going to happen with the lawsuit? There were other lawsuits previous to that where the court has said that even if a case is pending litigation, if the TPS is terminated, Department of Homeland Security can still proceed with enforcement.
91% of the Haitians that are in the United States came here during the Biden era they came here illegally
filed false asylum claims and they were granted amnesty by Biden.
But Florjean says the TPS should be extended because of the ongoing unrest in Haiti.
It is really sad to see people in such a situation. No one on earth would like to be put into a situation like that. Temporary means temporary, but it's not the time to step the Haitian TPS. They don't know what they are going to do. And already most of them have already lost their jobs. They're not working, they're not able to pay their rents.
With you because sources are telling Fox News that ICE is preparing to dramatically ramp up operations to locate and arrest Haitian nationals in the United States that are on temporary protected status. Now, this as the Supreme Court's certified judgment expected to be transmitted to lower courts as soon as today. So that news could break later on this morning, sir, Congressman. Your thoughts on this new move by ICE?
What's actually going to happen in Ohio, they're going to start getting the Haitians out in Ohio. You know, I don't understand in this world where illegal isn't a definition. You know, if you're here illegally, you have to go away. You have to come back legally. And it has to happen to everyone. Now, there could be a kinder and gentler way, especially when we're dealing with families where we could get them in there and see that pathway. But if you're just avoiding the system and you refuse to get into the immigration system, you have to leave. I mean, that's what President Trump got voted for. It's an 80-20 issue. We're not going to move from the path. You know, every time we see an angel mom or some beautiful American child get killed by an illegal, whether it's drunk or more malicious than that, our hearts break. Let's get them out of here. Let's get them all out of here. And let's start from the beginning. Come in legally. We will help you come in legally, not illegally.
All right. But many are speaking out right now about the impacts of the repeal of work and migration protections on hundreds of thousands of people who live and pay taxes here. Many Haitians received temporary protected status beginning in 2010 after a devastating earthquake that killed hundreds of thousands of people. And since that time, conditions within the country have continued to decline. Gang violence, civil unrest, and a lack of emergency services have left the island nation under a level 4 do not travel advisory. An estimated 350,000 Haitians on TPS work in the U.S., and they contribute hundreds of millions of dollars to the tax base every single year. They also serve in key sectors like healthcare, hospitality, and construction.
As a practicing immigration attorney, my concern is that amongst the hundreds of thousands of Haitians who are in the United States working in critical industries, my firm has received a higher than usual number of calls from employers, people in the hospitality and healthcare industries, really desperate to find a solution to keep their, until now, legal workforce.
South Florida has the largest Haitian community in the country. An estimated 96,000 Haitian immigrants live and work here under TPS, nearly a third of whom are working in home health care as well as long-term care roles for Florida's aging population. Many business leaders and advocates warn that deporting these workers could leave critical jobs vacant overnight. For Fox 13, Kelly Cowan reporting.
I have a genuine question, right? I see a lot of Black Americans that are like, yay, excited about the TPS ending, send the Haitians back. My question is why? Why are you guys so adamant about sending them back? What have they done to you guys that you feel like send them back? I did hear some of the takes on TikTok that, you know, a lot of them in Florida voted for Trump. But I need to say, right, the majority of Haitians have family back home, and they would love for their family back home to come to the United States. And what kind of group do you think that falls under? Democrats. So majority of Haitians will not vote for Trump, right? Will not vote Republican because they are looking for, you know, betterness for their family to come here. So if we do have a few Haitians that were born here in America, that's Americanized, okay, that believes in the Republican dream, of course they're gonna vote that way. That's because they have no family back home. They can care less for back home. But I will honestly tell you, the majority of them will vote for whatever fits their family, whatever works for them is what they will vote for. So we can't crucify a whole country because of 5-10% of them that voted for Trump. Now let's talk about Black men when it came to that voting. Let's talk about black men when it comes to Kamala Harris. Where were they at? We willing to throw things at other people, but we can't even sweep our own backyard? Is that what we're doing? So Haitians, go home Haitians, because you voted for Trump and we try to tell you you voted for Trump. But black men, it's okay, you made a mistake. Next time, just don't vote for Republican. Like, we have to understand sometimes we cannot crucify other people that's looking for a better life. These people, they actually have nothing. They have nothing, right? They have nothing. And why don't they have nothing? America, France, everybody else that, you know, that does what they need to do when it comes to these little countries. Oh, send them back home, send them back home. But these white folks, whenever they're done working, where they go to retire? In Haiti. They go by these nice, pretty neighborhoods and say, oh, I want to retire next to the beach. I want to retire here. I want to retire there. They have lands. They have everything. You know, the only people that doesn't have a problem flying to Haiti right now? White folks. Haiti's on a level 4. But every single day, you see them in Labadie all day long. So can we not, like, do that? Can we change how we are as as people? Because let me tell you something. When you walk into a room, they're black, you're black. Before they can find out your nationality or what country, little island you came from, you're gonna be 6 feet under. And after they'll be like, oh, this Haitian guy was blah, 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 blah. Oh, this black American guy did blah, 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 blah. So we need to understand sometimes, why do we hate other people? For no apparent reason. Zero.
I don't even know where to begin. Wow. Yeah, this type of behavior needs to be studied. It really does. You know, temporary, keyword being temporary, protected status ended. That's it. It ended, right? It had plenty of extensions, right? And folks could have gotten green cards or got the paperwork going. It didn't happen. It is what it is, right? And secondly, just for the record, you guys keep on blaming the United States for the corruption and the instability and just, you know, horrible, deplorable conditions in your country. You keep on talking about how the United States stole gold from you. But your beef is with France, because Haiti had borrowed a significant amount from American banks and German banks. Y'all don't talk about Germany, though. You always talk about us. And with the instability that you guys had over there, I think you had 6 presidents in like 4 years, the U.S. acted to secure those assets that could have been looted or mismanaged, and to fulfill the international debt obligation that you guys had. You can't blame us for the destabilization of a region that was already destabilized. The only reason that financial safeguard even happened is because y'all were out of control, and you guys kind of still are. So I don't understand that part of it. Y'all's beef is with France, the ones who had y'all taking loans out to pay for your freedom, basically, the freedom tax that you guys had to pay. Stop with the whole United States had something to do with it. And you use that one little talking point. Nobody wants to talk about the billions of dollars that we send in aid. Nobody wants to talk about that. You guys only want to try to find excuses. I see a lady like this asking a question. I feel like it's disingenuous. And she skates over the issues. She skates over everything. And then got the gall to turn around and blame black American men because you guys believe that we're a voting Democrat bloc or something. Like, we are not a monolith, and black Americans are waking up. So that's bullshit. I don't like the guilt trips that you guys try to do. You know, you sit back and you purport all of these talking points and you know, assumptions about us as a people group, and you're completely wrong. And then you land the plane with 2 very stereotypical talking points. If we looked like you're going to be 6 feet under. We look the same. People don't know what we... Shut up with that. That is the stupidest thing. And they know who the hell we are over here. We're not the same. You know who we are. And you know you're not us. But you keep on pushing this flat blackness that we're the same. That's bullshit, right? Okay? Knock that shit off. And then finally you center the white tea man. Do you know who can come to Haiti? White tea. Your beloved white tea man. I'll keep centering that white tea boy. Y'all pedestalize him. You use that as your benchmark? We've been smacking him, putting belt to ass forever. Okay? He's tired of us. We resist. We don't run. We don't flee to another country and then blame that. And then, yeah, why would you even flee to a country you don't like? So many things. I just, protect y'all's energy. And that's all I had to say. Have a good day.
These people registered with our government. They submitted fingerprints, passed security checks, renewed their work permits year after year, worked legally, paid taxes, some for multiple decades, 20 plus years. Ending these permits does not solve a labor shortage. It's actually now going to manufacture one. Nearly 80% of TPS holders participate in the labor force. 3/4 work full-time. An estimated 13,000 Haitian TPS holders are nursing assistants who care for roughly 65,000 patients every day. Others work in home care, construction, cleaning, transportation, hotels, restaurants. Taking away a work permit does not create a replacement worker on July 28th. Nursing homes are losing experienced caregivers. Construction projects are slowing down. Businesses will spend more recruiting and training replacements that may or may never even show up. And some workers may be pushed from legal tax-paying jobs into off-the-books work where exploitation is easier and tax revenues lost. And exactly where are all these Haitians supposed to go? Our own State Department tells Americans not to travel to Haiti because kidnapping is widespread, violent crime is rampant, and the United States has extremely limited ability to help anybody. Based on all the news that I hear, gangs control all of Port-au-Prince, the main city in Haiti. There's really no effective government there. Even someone who was not being targeted when they left may face a new danger after returning from America. Gangs may assume that person has money or relatives in the United States who can pay a ransom. That creates a real, documented risk of extortion, kidnapping, violence, and death. Yes, TPS was supposed to be temporary. I get it. And TPS itself offers no direct path to a green card. It was just continued work authorization. But frankly, Congress has failed for decades to create a sensible answer for people our government allowed to live and work here for 10, 15, even some more than 20 years. Congressional paralysis should not force families into danger or turn lawful workers into undocumented workers overnight. Years ago, Congress should have created an earned legalization program. It's still not too late. Limited to TPS holders who were here before a fixed cutoff and have lived here continuously for, pick a number of years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. Make every person apply individually, pass new background and national security checks, have no serious criminal record, filed and paid their taxes, and demonstrate a record of work, education, and caregiving, helping the United States of America. Charge an application fee. Give them 5 years of provisional status. Make them learn English if they don't in order to get a green card. And citizenship, that can come 10, 15, 20 years later. It doesn't have to be right after they get their green card. And no, I'm not saying have a blanket amnesty for everybody. New arrivals would not qualify and nobody would receive anything automatically. It would be on a strict individual legal process. But that's something I think most of America can get behind. It seems fair, reasonable, and will alleviate the labor shortages that we have in the United States right now, and that we are manufacturing a larger one right now because of getting rid of 350,000 legal workers, and allow people that we've allowed to remain in the United States legally to continue to help build America. Tell me what you think.
On Monday, ICE is gonna start raiding all of y'all Haitians living in the USA. The goal is to take y'all back to Haiti. And I know many of y'all are frustrated. You are afraid of being taken back to Haiti. And I've been reading some of the comments of your Haitians talking about escaping to Canada, escaping to other European countries, going to other Caribbean nations. But what I want to let you know is that even these other countries don't want y'all in their countries. No, they don't want you. And I want to tell you, instead of going to those other countries, why not take this as an opportunity to go back to Haiti and do something there that is going to change the future of Haiti. Haiti is a very good country that has a lot to offer, especially to tourists. I know it's a very attractive country, but the problem is that there are no people there to pull their infrastructures, to put effort in building back Haiti so that it can attract more tourists. Instead of y'all Haitians going back to Haiti and build it, you are all fighting hard to leave it. I've seen many Haitians going to Dominican Republic. I've seen many Haitians going to Canada. Many Haitians going to the UK. Many Haitians are leaving, going to Jamaica, going to Bahamas, and other Caribbean nations. But these are the people who are supposed to be contributing in building Haiti. How will y'all Haitians be respected if you are known to hate your country, if you are known to leave your country going to other countries? The reason why these other countries are discarding you as if you are nothing is because they have seen that you've got no love for your own country. Trust me, if your Haitians use the knowledge, the skills, the experience that you have gained in the past years that you've been living in the USA and apply those same skills in your own country, Haiti, you're going to be respected. You're going to be respected by your neighbors. You're going to be respected by Dominican Republic. You're going to be respected by Jamaica. You're going to be respected by Bahamas. The way these people are talking about you, it is so sad. Dominican Republic, the way their immigration services is raiding your people there, sending them across the borders. You're Haitians. You've done a lot of heroic actions. But it seems like the Haitians that we're having today, they don't resemble their ancestors. Because their ancestors, they were very courageous. They had the boldness to stand and fight against their problems. They were able to fight and defeat France. And your Haitians cannot even defeat these gangs that have overtaken your country. And you are fighting so hard to gain asylum in these other countries that don't even want you. Why can't you learn? Why can't you listen to these black Americans who've been telling you the reality, the truth, been giving you advices, telling you that y'all have the knowledge and there's the powers, the capacity to build Haiti and make it into a very good nation. But the problem is that many of your people have become cowards. They can't go there and install a new government that is going to stand for its people. We need to see some changes in Haiti. And this will never start unless your Haitians understand that going back to Haiti is not a problem. Understand that going back to Haiti is the beginning of Haiti being built. There are many, many Haitians living in the USA. About 500,000 Haitians living there. 500,000 Haitians living in the USA. You all have saved much money that is going to contribute a lot in building back Haiti. But the problem is that these people are afraid of going there. These people don't want to go there. All they are doing is to act like they have become Americans where they have not. You are Haitians. The fact that you've been living in the USA for a long time does not mean that you are Americans. You are not. You are still Haitians. And that is why I'm begging y'all Haitians to be patriotic and have this boldness to go back to Haiti and contribute in building it back. So that was my message. Let me know what y'all think about this deportation. It's gonna start today. Are y'all afraid? Are y'all happy? What do you think? Just tell me down there in the comment section.